I'm gonna cut all of these. This is better than therapy. We need to get on top of this. Alright, so you can see this is the stem, and just for now I kind of covered it with substrate. Honestly, for the first week, all of these leaves were so droopy. Like specifically the newest leaf over here, this one was actually hanging on the floor. But I didn't do anything. Normally, you know, when the plants look droopy, it can be a sign that it needs water. But in that instance, I knew it wasn't because it needed water. It was because the roots just went through a whole lot of shock and couldn't really absorb the water. And we are back. The plant dropped a couple of leaves at the back, but that's okay. Now, what really helped with these leaves perking up rather than spreading so far out like you've seen in the last video was that I put it in my greenhouse. In my greenhouse, the light comes from above. So obviously these leaves will face the light, and I think that's why I'm achieving this more compact look without actually having to tie it up anymore. Eventually it grew way too large for the greenhouse. It almost took up one entire wall. I moved it outside and I think it got a little bit too much sun. Look, by the time I moved it outside, I was already kind of pretty pissed off with this plant, right? So basically over the last year and a half, it's just gone worse and worse and worse, and I hate that. And so I'm giving it one last shot, but I'm doing a fundamental setback because I actually appreciate this plant being more juvenile. I'm gonna cut all of these existing leaves off. They are pissing me off so much. Oh, nice. This is better than therapy. But I really want to keep this plant small. It already looks better in my opinion. Super quick update. 2 new leaves, and I think they are so beautiful. It is so weird to me because the plant is technically getting smaller and smaller and smaller as we're progressing in this video. So very opposite to what I normally aim for. It's also important to pivot. If you realize that something that you're aiming for isn't working out, and or you realize that, hang on, I was kind of aiming for the wrong thing, then there's nothing wrong with changing your approach and acting accordingly. I do love to grow my plants to maturity at least once, so I see what the plant looks like when it's mature, and to kind of prove to myself that I can do it. But it doesn't mean that I then want to grow a mature version of that plant for the rest of its life. Once I've proven it to myself, I then get to choose what I want to do with this plant. And in this instance, I have chosen that I think I prefer the juvenile look of this plant.